Hey friends, welcome back. Thought it would I thought it would be fun to talk about what toys our toddler or our toddler has really been enjoying lately. We're in the winter months here in Michigan, so we have been inside for quite a while. Yes, we go out and grocery stores and whatnot, but it's not the same to be able to go to parks and be out, spring or summer and whatnot, and just being able to explore. And yes, we get them all bundled up and go outside with them, especially while we're shoveling and get them out there. But I'm going to say, I have a toddler and then we have a 10-month-old. So I'm going to focus on the toddler and the toys that are keeping the toddler very, very occupied while we have been inside more than being outside. And there's a couple that are very high on this list. We have many, many toys we have accumulated for our 2.5-year-old and our future family. And I'm very thankful. And we have a rack downstairs. And once that is filled up, then we're going to have to start. We already rotate some toys from downstairs to upstairs where they actively play with all of them. But once that rack is filled up, we're going to be donating toys because I really do not want to be accumulating all these toys that are not actively being used. So that is my limit that I have set in place for our family. And once that is full, then we will be donating toys. But back to the main point. Toddler toys that our 2.5-year-old have been really, really enjoying. And the first one, like he just constantly, numerous times a day, Magnetiles. He loves Magnetiles and is constantly building and exploring, and he'll come and ask for help. And then sometimes he'll just sit there independently and continue playing with them and building things and crushing them and then rebuilding it. And he loves it. Every day he is playing with those. It is so, so cool to watch his imagination and creativity and seeing some of the things he comes up with. And then also being able to join him and realizing, wow, there's a lot more you can do with these than initially my mind thought too. So it is a great activity that can constantly be reused over and over again. And that is by far like his favorite go-to toy. There are other toys that he does rotate between. We do have some of just the like wooden puzzles. He loves animals, and so he got like these magnetic animals where you can switch out the head and feet. Over the holidays, he got those from a family member, and he's been really enjoying those. But again, it's not an everyday thing. The magnet tiles every day. The animals every couple of days, or at least like once a week. And we have this other like little safari kit that comes in like a little plastic container. And he'll rotate between playing with that as well and pulling all those animals out, zoo animals and whatnot. But I guess the other big thing that he does play with there is everything in the kitchen. He assists us every day in the kitchen and loves to stir, to shake, to season. He has his own little cabinet with his own items of plate and bowl and whatnot. So him and his sister will constantly pull all those items out and just be banging them around and playing with them. I feel like they occupy themselves while my husband and I are working on stuff. So I'd say that's like the second thing. And I say kitchen items. The other thing they have access to are all of our canned goods. So they will also, he's been pretty creative with these lately too. And he'll stack them up on like he has like a little car, and we'll push the car, or even on like a step stool, and we'll push the step stool around with all the cans on there. Or he'll go and stack them by the front door. But they're constantly pulling them down and just playing with cans. So yeah, we have cans everywhere in our kitchen. They're really easy to clean up. Anyone that has toddlers, like, yeah, it's a big mess, but the mess takes like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to clean up at the end of the day. And most of the time we have them helping us right before bed anyways. So it's a win-win. The only thing with the canned goods though is that He has been enjoying pulling up the little tabs, so the ones that have the little tabs. He's learning, but that has been a pain point sometimes. Getting those easy pop lids. Luckily, we don't get too many of those, but just something for us to keep an eye on when he is playing with them. So yeah, magnet tiles number one. I'd say kitchen items. He has his own slew of kitchen items. Just he loves assisting with us in the kitchen and making food. So any way that we can approach making food that can get him included. He loves mixing or pouring items, measuring the items. He is learning it all. And sometimes I get very overwhelmed, or my husband gets very overwhelmed. But just having to keep in mind, like, how can I keep him involved in the process because he loves it. So, magnet tiles, just kitchen items, helping in the kitchen, the canned goods, and then some of the miscellaneous stuff is the little animals. We have a separate room from the living room that we sometimes go in. It's a sunroom, and so depending on the temperature, we'll go in there and we have like little puppets in there that he really enjoys playing with. And there's a kitchen in there, a play kitchen that he loves making his own coffee with. So those are the big ticket items. We really try to be as minimal as possible. We're not minimal in the amount of toys we have whatsoever, but we really try to keep each location that has toys in the living room and then also in the playroom. We'll rotate them every couple of weeks with toys that we have downstairs to keep it fresh, but the magnet tiles are always staying up there. We have blocks that stay in the playroom that stay up there. All the kitchen stuff doesn't get rotated. Like these are staples that maybe if we did remove them, he would focus on something else. We always keep books available, and he will play with those pretty frequently, him and his sister. So yeah, I just thought it'd be great to give an update. Would love to hear what other parents, what other, for their 2-year olds, their toddlers, what are some of your favorite toys that your child is playing with currently? Because always love to hear ideas and options, and maybe there's something that we need to add to our repertoire and rotate something out. So please let me know, drop a comment. I would love to hear from you all. Thanks, and I'll talk with you again soon.